Okay, yes, we are live. And hi, everybody. My name's Claude Diamond. Haven't done one of these in a long time, but I'm in such a good mood. I'm a sales trainer. I've written, working on my 10th book. I'm a gut salesman. Signed up some new clients today. Been a really good October was just a great month for my business. So I thought I'd celebrate. I just left San Diego. Uh, oh my gosh, on when did I leave it? Tuesday. 1,106 miles. I have a great car, my Cadillac XT6. It gets 50 miles to the bathroom. I'm sorry, I love bathroom humor. I thought I brought back with me to Winter Park, Colorado, where I live, a one of my favorite beers of all time, Ballast Point. They even have a brewery in Disneyland now, believe it or not. And Ballast Point's just a great beer. And this is one of my favorites. It's an Indian Pale Ale, and it's with natural grapefruit flavors. Has a They've really done. I've had this beer before. I know this is a review, but it's fantastic. Look, it even says San Diego on it. It's kind of hard to find in other places, Colorado and stuff. Look, it's got all that California jazz on there. Alcohol, 7%. I did not know that. A little bit on the high side there. Okay, I could use this with the Louisiana beer reviews. We just did one, I think on Wednesday. It was High Alcohol Beer Wednesday, or he calls it something like that. Anyway, I'm going to crack it open. Love that. One of the 10 greatest sounds of all time, right out of the freezer. It's my favorite. I'm in Colorado, so have to get out. Skiing started yesterday, by the way, here in Winter Park. Believe it or not, skiing started for Halloween. They were only open from 1 to 4 o'clock, I believe. Here we are in October, and they're skiing. Let's do a little pour here. I like a good point. Oh, look at all that foam. Don't go over, baby. Look at that. Woo, just did it. I just timed it. I love it. I usually see a lot of foam on those Belgian beers. Duvel is one of my favorites. God, when I'm in a good mood and I made a sale, I go out and get Duvel. It's a great Belgian beer. I think I've done a review on it. I haven't done one of these in a while because I'm usually on Louisiana Beer Review and big shout out to them. They do the best beer reviews out there. Ron has taken beer reviews and taken it to Olympic standards. He also does a lot of other hard liquors too. I believe he does them on Fridays. Absolutely. I'm on some of those. Anyway, I'll tell you one thing. The smell from this Ballast Point, it is permeating through the room. What a lovely smell. You're getting that IPA, you're getting that grapefruit citrusy smell. I mean, it's just this if you had it were blindfolded and someone put this under your nose, you'd say, I'm in for a treat. Okay. And so I'm gonna have my first little sip here. AJ, hey, how you doing? Hi, Claude, how you doing? Seems like you changed your content recently, not posting old type sales call videos. I've been doing a lot of recordings lately. I know I just posted a bunch of some of my training sessions with people. I'm going to do a few. I think you mean the solo ones where it's just me doing that, and I'm going to be doing some of that too. Honestly, I've been so darn busy lately. Thank you, Lord, that sometimes it's hard to do creative original content, although I love doing that. And I always make notes of that to do, we're talking about the solo videos where I pick a topic or something like that. But lately, what I've been doing is I do Monday group training. I have a lot of students, under 200 students right now. And basically, with their permission, I record our role plays and sessions, and I use an AI to edit it. Anyway, my beer. Let's go back to the beer here. This is just a great beer, and I'm going to enjoy it. Even though I'm doing a review with you folks, I know ahead of time this is going to be a delight to your health, happiness, prosperity. Okay. Oh, some beer meisters, beer companies, breweries, they really know, they really know how to, what's the word? Balance. Okay. Not overpower. You get some IPAs, they're like, they make you want to pucker. You get some IPAs, they have these ersatz, these artificial flavors, which just hurt your palate if you're a beer connoisseur. You love beer. I don't know as much about beer as a lot of reviewers out there. I just know what I like. Okay, you give me a Miller High Life on a hot summer day, I'm happy as hell. Give me a Schmitz. Oh my God, I'm showing my age here. Schmitz, where did that come from? I was going to say Schlitz, but that's hard. I have a friend, all he drinks is Schlitz, but it's hard to find that stuff. Schmitz was a Pennsylvania, a Philadelphia beer that I used to, when I was in college, I lived in South Jersey, and we used to drink Schlitz with these fantastic cheesesteaks. You know those famous Philadelphia cheesesteaks. I mean the bread, the meat, the thin sliced meat with the onions and peppers, and then the cheese and the oil coming down your arm, and you bite into it. It's hot. If you got it steaming right out there, and you eat it right away with the wax paper wrapped around, and you bite into it, and the crunch of the onions and peppers and the cheese burning your mouth and the meat and the bread. Am I making you hungry? Good. And then you'd wash it down with a Schlitz beer. Oh my gosh. Schmitz. I'm doing it wrong now. That was Schmitz beer in those days. And you could get it in cans, had a white label, as I recall. But today we're drinking good old Ballast Point grapefruit sculpin. I brought this with me to Colorado because it's hard to find. I got a six pack of this at good old Vaughn's in East Lake, California, or as I like to call it, the Soviet Socialist state of Southern California. I love California. I'm going to defend California. It's got beaches, fantastic beaches, Coronado, La Jolla. You can surf, you can fish, you can go out in boats and stuff. You can go play golf at Torrey Pines. Great golf. I love San Diego. You could go to the Bernardinos and go skiing up at Bear Mountain. And you could go to the desert, Borrego Springs. Desert's really neat. After it rains, and you go out to the desert and you see the bloom. Usually a couple days later, if it's the right time, see, and it's beautiful. All these flowers come out and everything. It's got everything geographically. It's got food. It's got the best weather in the world. I sound like I'm a travel agent for San Diego. Just stay away from the dopey California politics because it's the worst. Okay, you can't make anybody happy out there if you're a civilized, common sense person. You won't win. You'll just get people mad at you. So, like in all things, stay away from religion, politics, sex, and the latest diet. Drink good Ballast Point beer. This is excellent. I'll give this a 9.6, a 96, an A plus. I'll give this all day long. A little on the pricey side. What did I pay for this? $12 for a six pack, I think. Man, that's good. That's really good. Let's see if we anybody has any comments or anything. I'm switching around here. AJ, glad you could join us, man. What are you drinking tonight? Let me see if I can find the web page from Ballast Point and kind of share. I'll do what Ron always does so well. I don't know how he does it so well, but I'm going to try and do the same thing. It's good to copy people who are smarter than you. Let's try it this way and go this way. And let's find, there we go, the homepage of Ballast. Yes, I am definitely, get $25 towards your next visit. I am definitely of legal drinking age. Yes, 20 years of Sculpin. Cheers. Sculpin's a fish. I remember Ballast Point in San Diego years ago. It was a little do-it-yourself DIY beer place. You'd buy the hops, you could buy all the tools and equipment so you could make your own beer. Then they started making beer inside this little shop, this little place, and people started going there. And then before you knew it, they opened up on, I think it's India Street in Little Italy, and it was right there. Let's see if we can find anything else. Private events. I have done private events there. You can rent a little cabana inside the brewery there, and I've had a ball entertaining clients and stuff. You know what? You have clients. I'm a sales trainer, and you invite your clients. I invited like 50 people uh, to a cabana at Ballast Point. We had a ball, and it was just good business, by the way, because when people are drinking and you're talking and schmoozing, you know that word. I'm a transplanted New Yorker. You just look at it. Cheers to mom, or here's to mom. Let's see. Let's find their beers here on the screen. Come on. My internet's a little slow here right now. Oh, there's the Sculpin, a trophy beer. They have a thing called Speedboat. I've never had that. I've got to try that. There's been a critical error on this website. Oh, shame on you, Ballast Point. Uh, let's see if we can find any other way to get their beers. Grapefruit Sculpin. There we go. 7% alcohol. You're not going to drink too many of these. Okay, their webpage is not working very well. Sorry about that. I did try on it, but totally enjoying this beer. Did you guys have a good week? We drove, my wife and I, in the War Wagon or XT6. I love that car. It's a great car. It's comfortable. It's soundproof. Has white noise in the background. So you ever drive a long drive and you hear all that background noise, that swooshing in a car? I hate that. And Cadillac is some built into a system, something like a white noise. So you're not hearing all the air rushing around the car when you're driving 80, 85 miles an hour through Utah. Utah's beautiful, by the way. It looks like, you know, those old cartoons with the coyote and the Roadrunner. That's the scenery you drive through in Utah. 80 miles at one section with no gas station, no stops. 80 miles. So if you got that electric car, you better charge that puppy up a lot. Uh, uh, still use a gas powered car because I like to drive 600 miles without worrying about running out of battery power. Okay, much as I'd like to get a battery powered car. I am enjoying my beer here today with good old, I wish they were a sponsor. I don't need sponsors. Or good old, what is better than beer and popcorn? Is there anything better than this? Nachos, maybe. An In-N-Out double double. Oh, baby. That was the nice thing about being in California, having those double doubles. Oh man, with some animal fries, when you crack open one beer. This is my first, I swear. It might be my only because I can't talk. I'm saying Schlitz instead of Schmitz, and I'm saying crack instead of crack open here. But the greatest thing, San Diego, good food, nice people. Just stay away from those politics. And we drove from San Diego, 1,106 miles, and I'm here in my other home in Winter Park, Colorado. We're 10,000 feet up. The town actually goes up to 12,000 feet. You can run out of breath here just picking up a toothbrush, believe it or not. So another sip to your health. Great dinner tonight. Um, Safeway, when we came back, they have the most amazing chicken wings bar. All these different buffalo chicken style chicken wings, crispy, spicy, salt and pepper, vinegar. It's like 8 different types of chicken wings. And you just get a box and you fill it up and you bring it home. And that's exactly what I did. Um, I am a health nut. I do exercise. I run, swim, and sauna every day when I can. And I usually have one meal a day and one beer, sometimes two, truth be told, on there. So I do enjoy my dinner. I always have a big salad and things like that. Eat, don't overeat and exercise a lot. But Ballast Point's Grapefruit Sculpin, super beer. Um, this is the kind of beer that'll spoil you. It's not a beer you want to drink every day. It's a beer when you want to treat yourself special, when you want a little bit of a bite. It's got that IBUs, that bite to it. The alcohol 7%, but I gotta tell you, it doesn't taste alcoholic. You ever have a beer? What is it? Natty Daddy, okay, or Steel Reserve. You can taste at least I can. The alcohol is very forward in those beers. Nothing wrong with them, but it's a very strong alcohol flavor up front. Really great beers. I think they really know how to blend, even when they let the alcohol go a little bit higher. Most beers, your Coors, your Buds and stuff, what are they? 4.5, 5% at the most. I think what is Miller High Life, which is my favorite. What is it? 4.2%. I'm trying. I'm not as good as Ron and Dave on these things, but I do try to memorize some of the alcohol because sometimes I'll have a beer and I have to go back to work. I've been doing and mentoring, sales training, business mentoring, sales, marketing, real estate for 32 years, and I'm only 36 years old. How did I do that? That's a lie. Um, but I love what I do. I have great clients around the world, and we basically work on Zoom and talk, and sometimes we even share a beer together on Zoom, like I'm doing with you good people tonight. Let me see if anybody has any questions. Otherwise, I'm gonna go and get my chicken wings with rice and beans and stuff like that. And 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 truth be told, oh, by the way, not daylight. We're going back to standard time or whatever. What is it? Standard time tonight. So remember, what is it? Fall behind. I think 1 or 2 o'clock, you get your clock goes back an hour. So make sure. Most of the digital devices do this automatically now, so it's not a big deal. But if you have a clock on your stove, where else do we have manual clocks? A kitchen clock or a manual clock? Make sure that it's Sunday, so that works out well. But I'm going to the airport. We're going to my wife and I, Claudia. Isn't that a nice name? Um, I'm not going to even go there. I know what you're saying. But we're flying to our place in North Carolina tomorrow morning, Sunday morning. Going to be there for a few weeks. Got some business and family and things over there too. Always love that. Going to be in a race, the Pinehurst Turkey Trot. I was last year. I came in second. How about that, huh? In my age group. Let me put it like that. I'm not going to beat some 17, 18-year-old high school, college track team kid. Those days are so over. If you look behind me there, you can see I've done a lot of races and stuff. And if I wasn't so scared of showing you how old I really am, I've run 5 New York City marathons. And if you see on the white part of the wall there is my New York City certificates from all the marathons I've run. Oh, wait, here's a picture. I can even show you. Oh my gosh. Sorry for the noise. Here I am. Denville, New Jersey, the Run for the Roses. That was a good race. I've always enjoyed running races. My best race in the New York City Marathon, 3 hours and 32 minutes. Not bad. Boy, I'll tell you one thing. After doing marathons, I can go upstairs, but you can't go down the stairs because your legs, your thighs, your calves, they're killing you for a week. Especially uh, you're running on that hard pavement. But I got to tell you something. It starts in Staten Island, and you run over the Verrazano Narrows Bridge into Brooklyn, and you go through all the boroughs, and then you end up in Manhattan and Central Park. And if you're not too sick, you go with your friends to Chinatown. I did that once. I ran the marathon. I ran 340 or something like that. I was turning purple. I was sick. Because you're running your hardest, and 26 miles takes a toll out of you, even with, if you run every day, because you're running your hardest. You want a good time. And my friends took me to a Chinese restaurant, and all I did, oh my gosh. All I did was keep going to the bathroom. I'm not going to be graphic here. Uh, They're eating like egg rolls and wonton soup and dumplings and all this great food. And I'm like, oh man. Another quick story, New York City Marathon, while I take a sip of beer. Thank you for joining me, by the way. I got to do more of these. I always enjoy, a lot of times I talk about business and sales. I've written 9 books on sales, real estate. I'm working on another number 10 right now. Do I have one of my books here I can show you? Let me show you one of my books here real quick. Let's see if I can find it somewhere. There we go. Can you see that? Uh, that was the book I wrote this year, My Secret Gut Sales Techniques. I enjoyed this book. I kept it very lighthearted and a lot of good cartoons and things in it. Positive sales manipulation, the concept of turning the prospect into the salesperson. A lot of good artwork in here. And it's a short book. It's only about 50 pages, but it's basically how to turn the prospect into the salesperson, how to how to just have fun talking to people. I think we've lost that skill. I'm not going to go into this is a beer review, don't worry. But I think we've lost the ability to converse, interact with people. And people love to talk. They love to, but they will not initiate the conversation. And all my gut sales method, great untraditional, unorthodox techniques of sales, is about initiating a conversation, learning how to ask some questions, have a lot of fun with people, understanding the that when you're persuading someone, you have to use some skills of psychology and you have to be a little bit of a thespian too to make people feel comfortable. Um, Time for another sip, wouldn't you say? This is definitely what I like to call a sipping beer. Okay. There's some beers on a hot summer day. You got that. I'm going to upset some people. And you got you got maybe one of those little Rolling Rock nips. Do you guys remember that? These little green bottles and you throw it back. I think Mickey's had them too. Little bottle, little, what do they call them? Grenades. I think Mickey still has those grenades. I love Mickey's. I think it's Mickey's a New York State beer. I don't know, but I always liked it. Always liked Rolling Rock. Some people really poo-poo me on that. Rolling Rock, and you drink that. And you know what? On a hot summer day, 100 degrees, you just mowed the lawn and you pull one of those puppies out of the freezer. There's nothing better. Absolutely. Well, it's 6 o'clock here. Don't forget to turn your clocks back tonight. If you're going out, you're going to get an extra hour. I always love the when the clocks change this time of year because I could party longer and later. And you guys, no one deserves success, happiness, and prosperity more than you good people. Thanks for joining me. And enjoy the rest of your weekend, okay? I'll be flying to North Carolina tomorrow while you're sleeping or drinking your coffee. Take care. Thanks for joining me and enjoy a Ballast Point. Oh, I know what I forgot to tell you. Ballast Point is in Disneyland. Okay. If you've ever gone to Disneyland, Disneyland's gotten, we'll talk about that another time. Real expensive, very long lines. My kids always loved going there, and I dreaded it. And the last time I went, I think it was 3, 4 years ago. Ballast Point is now open, I think, in the California Adventure section, or no, downtown. Downtown Disney has a Ballast Point there now, and it's wonderful. When you're sick, it's a hot day, and you're sick of waiting in lines and everything. You tell the kids, go ahead, I'll meet you back here in 2 hours, and you sit on the bar, order some chicken wings and some good Ballast grapefruit sculpin. Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Bye bye.